Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back with another Total War Warhammer video. Today we're going to continue with our race overview series for SFO GRIMHAMMER. A main feature for the soon to be released Kings and Raiders update is that of a overhaul for Norsca, a race which was introduced as the pre-order incentive for Total War Warhammer 2, but unfortunately has not aged well over the years. The people of Norsca are supposed to be battle-hardened warriors, blessed by chaotic energies, but unfortunately in-game they act more like a pincushion for Bretonnia more than anything else. The SFO Kings and Raiders update aims to give Bretonnia a fresh new chaotic life, so let's not waste any more time and check out what new features are coming in this update. You'll notice a change as soon as you begin your campaign with either Wolfrick or Frog. There has been a rather hefty update to the Allegiance to the Gods mechanic. Each of the gods now grant more powerful boons. It's very much dependent once again on the god that you choose to worship, which will then provide different benefits of course. But with the blessings now being more powerful, it will feel as if the dark gods themselves are actually lending their aid. The construction tab has been updated radically for both factions. As you can see here, most of the units have been moved to the left hand side, where again most of the units now fall under 3 specific trees. The other buildings which were associated with these units are still available however. This is because they've been changed to work in a different way, whereas these buildings now have a new purpose. Instead, these buildings will now provide a plethora of benefits, be it faction-wide in the form of increased damage, reduction of upkeep, increase of unit capacity, or even just provide benefits in the form of extra growth, more defense for local armies, or even just increase the strength of a garrison. A new generic human lord is now available in the form of the Marauder Pathfinder. This was a much needed range lord for the Norscans, especially for players who tend to favour javelin based armies. Some character benefits is being able to boost up the capabilities of your own ranged units, whilst also providing debuffs towards enemy warbeasts. If you want to theme your armies around hunting parties, the Pathfinder is probably the best way to go. A new monstrous generic lord is that of the Fimir Meyra, a melee caster hybrid which has access to the Lore of Fire and the Lore of Shadows. You can pretty much kit out this character the way you want to specifically. The character has different paths to take in the form of skills. You can choose to make it a very powerful spellcaster, or a very terrifying warlord which will boost up the capabilities of its fellow Fimir. Unit upgrades will feature for the Norscan forces in the form of gifts, where the Chaos Gods will offer gifts to the Norscan forces in an effort for them to be able to do more damage in their name. Early into your new campaign, you will be greeted by a new dilemma. This is introduced to give the Norscan player a little bit of an edge early on, and there are 4 different types which will offer a wide variety of benefits for a decent number of time. Each of the choices vary greatly and can focus more around your specific playstyle if you so wish. It's very much dependent on the player itself more than anything. The benefit will last you for a decent amount of time, so think before you decide to pick. The Gift of Tongues is a new mechanic introduced for Wolfrick the Wanderer, where he is able to challenge an enemy and insult them in their language, despite the fact of not even knowing that language. By challenging your enemy, you will automatically declare war on them, and there are benefits to be earned for defeating said enemy. Of course, you're more than able to hold your tongue, but where's the fun in that? You're Wolfrick the Wanderer, you might as well do as much damage as you can. This is more in relevance to people who have not played SFO GRIMHAMMER before, especially as the Norscans, but Wolfrick the Wanderer has access to shipbuilding in the same way as the Vampire Coast Lords. which means that Wolfrick the Wanderer is more than able to become, well, a wanderer. Sorry for the bad joke, but hey, it fits here. As Wolfrick challenges and defeats more and more legendary lords, he will gain access to a new resource. That in turn will allow him to make use of the new God's Gifts mechanics, where he will be able to spend a currency only available to him in an effort to get bonuses for himself, his tribes, or his Norscans. The Troll King will also have access to his own special mechanic. This is based on warfare and acquiring a special resource. As Frog and his forces fight against a multitude of different races, missions will be issued to him in relevance to the races that he is fighting against. These will then provide a vial of knowledge. These vials can then be used in the technology tab, which will unlock different bonuses. The vials themselves are race specific, so that of course means that if you want to get every single bonus, you're going to have to go out there and do damage to a multitude of different races. It's a rather interesting mechanic for Frog, and it will give the player a lot of incentive to go out there and fight with as many different races as possible. Norscan outposts, even the minor ones, have been made a lot more useful now, where a large variety of different bonuses can be acquired, not just for the province they're in, but also all provinces. The benefits offered by outposts now will make you want to see that they're well defended, or at least a few of them, which will provide you with enough bonuses to make your armies that much more terrifying. Frog himself will also take great benefit from these outposts, as it will provide him with the ability to recruit all new Norscan trolls, river trolls, stone trolls, and even a bile troll. These were specifically added for this patch, and will allow for players who wish to play full monster armies to easily do so. Of course, this is a brief overview of the soon-to-come implementations for Norsca, and soon enough we'll be dropping some videos going into detail for both Wolfrick and Frog. Until then, it looks like Norsca is finally getting an update it deserves. Unfortunately, in its vanilla form, like every other Chaos faction, they're kinda left in the dark at the moment, and they've not been fun to play for a bit of a while now. And it looks like these implementations will make sure that Norsca isn't constantly bullied. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince, and Okro for subscribing to us at our Fane level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman, and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our King level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing, and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.